I'd like to connect with Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafiq Salam. We'll bring you his profiling of the candidates there. But Rafiq, what's happening this afternoon?
The Upper West Region.
Okay. All right, so that's a cue for us to bring you Rafiq's report.
NPP,
all right. Let's work that out. We'll bring you Rafiq Salam shortly, but look at his report in which he profiles the candidates in his region.
For it, and it has come. I think that I'm grateful for that. I want to believe that my people have come.
Apart from Interior Minister Ambrose Derry, who is going unopposed in the Nondom constituency, the remaining 4 constituencies will be hotly contested for by 11 stalwarts of the party. 4 of the aspirants are incumbents seeking re-election. Among them is Deputy Roads and Highways Minister Anthony Inyo Abayfa-Kabo. He seemed to have a less difficult task among the quadruplets due to the tremendous development he has brought to the Laura constituency, coupled with the caliber of contender he is facing on Saturday. He is of the belief that another 4 years as a legislature will give the people of the Laura constituency the needed development they have longed for.
And the change we are expecting will happen, the development will come, the educational infrastructure will come, our water policy will be in place, the bridge will be in place, technical education will be in place, and more importantly, all communities in Laura are currently being connected to the national grid. Contractors are working, so there's a lot happening. Even in the stronghold of the NDC, we are providing them electricity they have denied the people in the last 40 years.
This is the second time Belson Donta, a former employee of the Ghana Revenue Authority, is pitching his strength against Anthony Abayfa-Kabo. In the first instance 4 years ago, he was completely battered and humiliated by the latter. Belson Donta could only manage 63 out of the 600 votes. It's been alleged that he's been pushed to the election by some bigwigs of the party in the region to settle political scores. An allegation that Belson daughter has strenuously denied.
Either speculation or propaganda. It's a figment of the imagination of some people. There is no truth at all in this.
There's another 2 horses race in the Isesala East constituency, a constituency which is a swing seat but was first won by the NPP in the 2016 election by a political rookie, Ridwan Abbas Dauda, after 24 years of unsuccessful attempt by the party to win the seat.
So in 2015, I came with a simple message, and the message was give me the opportunity and I will score. And I was given the mandate in 2015 when we went for the parliamentary primaries. I won with 41 votes. I went in for the general election in opposition, and for the first time, I scored. NPP won the seat. So would you want to change a scorer and bring somebody who can score a goal? No.
However, Deputy Upper West Regional Minister Amidu Chine Isaku has other ideas.
If I become member of parliament, I'll establish MP's office in the constituency, because it is not every constituent that can reach the MP, either on phone or directly. Once I have an office, I'll have a secretary there, people can take their concerns to the office, the secretary can relay them to me.
In the West constituency, 3 aspirants have filed to unseat incumbent Godfred Bayontango. The local musician turned politician is not perturbed about the people breathing under his neck.
From a percentage of 14% that we chalked in 1986, but when I came into the scene in the year 2000, I was able to move this to 24%. And from 24% into 2004, when I was a DCE, I was able to move that percentage to 48% and won the seat. And I've won it 3 out of 5 elections that I've contested. I have won 3, so I'm a good scorer.
His strongest opposition is likely going to come from his old foe, Engineer Yakubu Salifu.
Delegates and the executives who are going to vote in this election, they have known me for long. It's not today that they are going to know me. And they see the kind of leadership I gave to them even after I lost the last elections.
Adams S. Yakubu and Badu Nasruddin completes the list of aspirants. In the Sisala West constituency, Patrick Adam Al-Hassan will have it tough against former Sisala West District Chief Executive Salfu Nelwi.
It's very, very, very important for us to mess around. We cannot afford to give the seat back to NDC or PNC.
However, Salfu Nelwi thinks the hope of the party in the constituency is being lost and needs to be restored.
Surely, you can see the teeming supporters behind me. This is just but a fraction. I am a person of people.
The third aspirant in the race is John Bosco Sluri. The NPP moved from 0 to win 5 seats in the 2016 general election in the Upper West region, an achievement that shocked many in the region, but not SB Kangbare, which was an issue when he was campaigning to be the party's Upper West regional chair.
I believe it's a fluke. I believe it's a fluke. I think that is a cock taking credit for daybreak just because it happened to crow at that time. I don't think so.
Now he's in the saddle. Fluke or no fluke, the people are waiting with bated breath to see what is different beneath his leaves. Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam.
Rafiq filed that report. Rafiq, once again, is joining me on Zoom. Hello, Rafiq.
Hello, Gifty.
Okay. Great reports there. That puts everything together and in perspective. Right now, what's happening on the ground?
The people of the Upper West region, especially faithful of the NPP, can't wait for tomorrow. Over 2,000 delegates in all will be taking part in this election in 5 constituencies. There's only one constituency, Nandong constituency, where Ambrose, their interior minister, is going solo. But there will be contests in 4 other constituencies, talking about Sisala West and Sisala East. You have the Wa East and also the Laura constituency. Let me start with Laura. You have Antonio Abe Fakabo, who is putting his strength against somebody that he defeated 5 years ago in the person of Joseph Wilson Dolta. In the last election 5 years ago, Anthony Cabo had about 600 votes, and then he got 63. And so it's going to be an encore, but a lot is expected of Anthony Cabo because of the development that he has brought into the area, talking about roads, talking about connection of electricity and also water. When you move to the West East, that's where there's going to be a fierce contest. You have 4 contestants, 3 contestants trying to unseat the incumbent, Honorable Gofrebe Yuntango. Honorable Gofrebe Yuntango claims that since 2000, since he held the mantle of leadership in the NPP in that constituency, the party has been growing leaps and bounds, and he thinks that it is not the right time for him to be changed. But he will be contested fiercely by one engineer Salifu, who is contesting him the second time. You go to the Sisala East constituency. You know, this is the constituency that has never been won by the NPP except the 2016 election. Read one about the other. As he said, since 1996, the party has been fielding candidates. They have never won. He came in as a political rookie, came into the game, surprised the pundits and connoisseurs of the game, of the political game, and then won that victory for the NPP.
Right.
And so you have the deputy minister, the Upper West region, Isaku Chinia, that he contested against in the last election, and then to get the position. Now he's contesting against him. So it's going to be a fierce battle between the two. Right. And so a lot of people are that's where the pendulum expect. They don't know really where the pendulum will swing. And so, but you move to the Sisala West constituency. You have a Patrick Adam Al-Hassan who will be contesting against a former DCT in the Kufuor administration. And so 3 constituencies to look up to: Sisala West, Wa East, and then the Sisala East constituency. But in the Laura constituency, a lot of people are expecting to be a one-horse race for Anton Inyo Abe Fakabo.
Rafiq, thank you very much. Detailed updates there. Rafiq Salam with that.